tilt, if you look at that, so when you tilt forwards, tilt backwards, your minimum for left and right are the same, your maximum for left and right are the same, so your range is the same.
Yep.
Then we actually start to analyse the squiggle itself, and we could argue that it's not too far off, is it? The minimum maximums do pretty much mirror themselves. We're measuring lots of different points, and we've got a bit more spread at certain points.
Yes.
But apart from that, in terms of your pelvic tilt, I'll be pretty happy with that,
Okay.
given everything else that we've got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now we look at your obliquity. Now I could see from when you were running, you slam down your left like this. Yeah?
I know what I'm
So we're
doing.
expecting this to look a little bit different.
Yeah.
So we find that the minimums and the maximums are different, and the range is different. We'd expect that just from listening to you, let alone watching you. Yeah? But as we plot the graph, it's probably not as bad as we think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? At least it's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? But we do have a big difference. We have some difference in what's going on from left to right. And that's going to come down to these subtle differences actually make quite a big difference to what's going on with your gait. The pressure you're putting through your left foot is gargantuan compared to what's going on with the right foot. And we need to try and address what's going on at the foot plate without doing anything negative to this, because we're already on the cusp and actually looking to rectify that.
Yes.
And the last thing is looking at your rotation. So we can see the numbers are different from minimums and maximums, yeah?
Yeah.
And then we look at the graph and we can see exactly where. So we're dipping quite a lot lower here in the stance phase, got a lot longer, yeah, compared to this. A bigger dip there, and then we've got quite a wavy, big spread here rather than the slightly good curve. And then really the end, although this doesn't reach as high, the overall impression is that the picture looks fairly similar, but we've got some changes to our minimums and maximums. So we know that rotation and your tilt left to right have probably got more work to be done on than your tilt front to back. This is probably much more concerning, what's going on with your pelvis around there. And then when we look at your foot scan results, we know that we've got quite a lot of stuff that we need to work on here, don't we? Just in the static, you're loading that left foot. That tells us we're loading the left foot when we're standing, yeah? And we've just watched you run, and of course you load your left foot.
Yeah.
We can then go to your 2D version of it, and we can see you spending longer on that, which is what this is telling us.
Yes.
So you're getting more propulsion speed from that. If I can marry those two up and make them a lot more similar by using a biomechanical device inside your shoe, that will go some way, but I've got a whole load of right hip strengthening to be done and all sorts of other stuff where I need to send you some strength conditioning work to try and change this complete list to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.